Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to the show. I wanted to get into the nervous system here and how you can heal damaged, destroyed nervous system. It can be done, guys, but it does take a lot of lifestyle changes, dietary changes, stuff like that. And you also have to keep up with it. You can't just make the changes and then let yourself go. You have to always kind of get a tune up and check the fluid levels, so to speak. Make sure that lymphatic fluid is clean. So it's about, like I said, changing a lot of stuff, and it comes down to definitely your diet. The more alkaline foods you eat, the more your nerves are going to rest, especially the fruits. The fruits are so calming for the nerves and for the adrenals and just the whole body. All of your cells love that. And when your cells are all clogged up with mucus, for the most part, you're going to have a nervous system that is kind of just unbalanced, and you're going to be fatigued and just tired and lethargic and just not have any power. And so I want you guys to have powers, and I know how it is. How to fix a down nervous system is something that I did. I had a really, really destroyed one, and it really comes down with the food. Like I said, eating the food that is the right food for us, which is mostly fruits. Drinking the juices, fruit and vegetable juices, a wide array is really good and really important. And then there's times when you should just have mono meals, which is I do 99% of the time. I just eat mono meals of fruit. So on one side, that's more simple for the body, and simple means you're going to heal faster, and your nervous system's going to heal faster. Your adrenal glands, the hormones, everything is going to, like I said, the mucus is going to slip away from the areas that it's not meant to be in, and then you will regain your health. Your optimal health will return. But sometimes it takes months, even years sometimes. Okay, but the more disciplined you are and the more educated you are and the more you change your lifestyle, for sure, it will be a lot quicker. So that's why I'm making this video. So guys, yeah, it's the diet. It's all about the diet. So that's a big one, but it's not only the diet. Let me talk, because the food there's a lot of drugs out there that like food, and a lot of other ones that people don't think are drugs. And so those are really important to change. Most of those are not good for your nervous system. But let's start off with the real drugs. If you're doing any kind of a lot of drugs, most drugs are not very good for your nervous system. Okay. Throws you out of the natural rhythm, and they can be really jarring. Even, psychedelics can be very jarring on your nervous system. So just be careful playing around with any sort of things, and try to, if you're doing any bad drugs, I would suggest get off that. It's the best thing you can ever do. And then you can work, like I said, on those, the food and all the other stuff that is, it's going to take a lifetime to really get it down for me. But I've gotten to pretty good levels with it, and I'm happy with where I'm at now. But I still love to eat. I still love to eat things that are not always the best for me. But you just got to remember, a lot of time, you're not, as long as you're going in the right direction, it's fine. But if you're feeling like crap, just remember, like, the most highest form of love that you can give yourself is what you're putting in your body, And so that's the truth. So what else? So of course, if you're in cities and stuff like that, like, it's just not natural. You come out to the jungle here and you're like, whoa, yeah, no noise. But you're in cities, you just get used to this to the bombardment of all the auditory sounds and smells and everything, right? And that all the all the cars and trucks and like that's not good for you. So I would suggest, I really am a big fan of silicone earplugs, especially if you're detoxing and you're in pain, because like everything is loud around you, and it gets amplified. It gets amplified for me, not as much as it used to at all, because I'm pretty clean, but used to be so everything was so loud, and I would just put, yeah, I know it's silicone, but it's better than having all that. Sometimes, like, yeah, you have to accept things, but then it's like you don't want to just accept. Oh, I'm just going to accept. No, you actually can take action in your life and choose a better surrounding, or choose a tool that will help you. You know, your nervous system calm down. Even if the stuff isn't bugging you, the sounds and stuff. To put the earplugs in sometimes, because trust me, it's bugging you, even though you don't feel it. Even though you might not feel it all the time, like all those sounds, it's really important to do that. And of course, the circadian rhythm is, I mean, utterly important to have the earlier you go to bed, the better you're going to sleep. And the better you sleep, you're going to have a way better nervous system. You're going to be able to handle more. You're going to be able to go into the cities or live in the cities and be able to, handle it a lot more. Yeah, when I'm not sleeping, that's the worst thing that I can possibly imagine, is not sleeping good. I can snap pretty easily. I don't usually snap, but sometimes I do. So that's really important. And of course, like, hot and cold therapy is great. Just resting in general, just resting. Any kind of rest you can do, not just the sleeping. Sleeping's important, but also just if you're going to this, going to that, going to work. I know it's like hard, and we feel like we're trapped in the matrix, because you can't even like survive anymore with like 3 jobs, right? But you can still get out. You just might have to live differently. But anyways, the way that society is put together is like we don't have that much time to integrate and sit with ourselves between our appointment and our this and that and our work and our family. And it's like, yeah, if I do too much, my nerves can get a little. So yeah, I thought I was just unstoppable for so long, you know, being so stimulated on the meat and the caffeine and the sometimes cacao, tea, lots of tea, and all this, and all that stuff stimulates your adrenal glands like really hard, and eventually you're gonna crash and burn. And yeah, I never rested for most of my life up until the last 8.5 years of doing this. Like, I was like, oh, I learned, oh, you have to rest, because I was still like a cokehead. Like, I stopped doing the coke almost 20 years, I don't know, a long time ago, 18 years ago, who knows. But it was like, but I was still like a freaking tweaked out coke. Like, I never took time to rest, so the coke was kind of still, and all the other uppers and everything else. Like, I was still kind of like that, and so I learned firsthand the importance of just resting whenever you can. Resting before you feel like, oh, your body's like, I really freaking need to rest, and it forces you to rest. It's really smart to like do that. And then what I really like is the massages. Getting massages, any kind of massage. Shiatsu is one of my favorite. Thai massage, deep tissue. I like it all. Lomi. Who doesn't like it? So as much massage as you can get. If I don't get one a week, it's not good. One a week, that's not. I mean, so I'm just saying, like, because a massage puts you in it. For me, it just puts me in the automatic most relaxed mode that I can be in. And once in a while, I'm able to fall asleep a little bit, but it's hard sometimes for me to fall asleep during a massage. But it just puts you in the most deepest relaxation, and then you're away from the phone, and then you're taking care of yourself. You're doing something healthy for yourself, and that's the point. Is like you want to change your lifestyle so that you're doing things that are healthy for yourself, healthy for your nervous system, that will heal your nervous system. And I think I pretty much said most of it. Yeah, it's like it's just you got to live differently. Sometimes if things are really not working. If sometimes we pretend not to see, but if you're just sit down and be real with yourself, yeah, do a little juice fast, even a little bit of do a 1-2 days of water fasting. That will get you real with yourself, and you'll be able to be honest with yourself if you weren't able to before. Oh, I need to live better. I need to live differently, and then figure out what you will know if you just listen to these inner instructions that are for you specifically. If you are quiet enough to hear, if you have the vision to see it, these things that just come to your heart, and you're like, this is what I have to do, So if you can, whenever you're quiet enough to listen, and then you take the initiative and you go down the path of healing and changing your life for the better, it's always going to be better in the end. It might be hard at first. It always is hard at first, but trust me, guys, I get so high without drugs. I get so high just on fruits. I get high on life, and so I'm just telling you, for anyone who's in the addiction thing, yeah, it's not good for your nerves, and it gets better. And I hope you guys got something out of this. I still do consultations if anyone needs like one-on-one serious, like just looking deeply into you and your whole body, and if you're having trouble with your nervous system or anything else, I don't care what it is, or if it's more emotional, holler at your boy. And I always have offered, one-on-one retreats, personalized, wherever I'm at in the world. But now I'm in Costa Rica again, and it's really sweet here on the Caribbean side. And there's a really great spot here that is available right now. There's some openings. So if anyone wants to come have a more intimate type of retreat with me and my good friend Alum, then holler at your boy. All right, guys, be blessed, okay?